Hello everyone and welcome to a long overdue unboxing. Today I am sharing with you The Thing Remastered, brought to us by Night Dive Studios, same people that gave us the System Shock remake and the soon to be System Shock 2 remake. So, you know, these guys know what they're doing. I held out for a physical edition and boy was it worth it, because we got this fancy deluxe edition which I'm going to tear into and show you now. So you'll notice before I take the plastic off, it is not shrink wrapped in official PlayStation plastic, because there's a little something extra added in which I think may be an Amazon exclusive. I'm not 100% sure, but let's find out. So on the top you'll notice this very small little packet. So I'll try and get that into frame for you, and it's actually fabric patches, if you can see that. Oops, sorry. Or a single fabric patch, which I'm hoping is for, you know, like battle vests or backpacks. According to this, a pair of jeans, so you can kind of do what you want with it. But let's check that out. There we go. So we have got Outpost 31. I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen the movie the once. I've never seen the original movie, and I've never played the game, so I can't remember if Outpost 31 is indeed where Kurt Russell and gang were hanging out, or if this is a different centre that takes place in the game. But even still, that's pretty cool. That would look good on a like army surplus jacket maybe. So there we go, fabric patch. But let's get into the real deal here. So we've got the proper shrink wrappage on here now, so I have to unbox it twice. How rude. But firstly, should we check the back? So it actually tells us on the back, on this little maroon strip, what to expect. So we have the game, of course, a Steelbook case, a poster, a Blake ID card, and so on. Patches plural. Oh, so there may be more patches inside. My, I'm gonna have to buy a whole jacket for this. And as usual, I forgot to bring a knife upstairs, so I'm just going to very delicately open the box without tearing the cardboard. She says. Et voila. So we'll put the box to one side for now. Ooh. So we have the base game. I don't think there's anything inside. Nope. So base game, same key art. Steelbook with the logo that everyone's really familiar with. And the camera's actually picking it up. There's kind of like speckles on here, which is really cool. And then on the back we've got like a Biohazard logo for Gent Inc. Can't remember the relevance of Gent Inc. I'm sorry. And inside, ooh, oh wowie, okay. So we do indeed have another patch. Should we see what? Ooh. So they are different patches. We've got the United States Arctic Marines and a different variation of Outpost 31. So we have a total of 3 patches. They're all black and white, so they're all uniform, which is pretty cool. And then we also have, ooh, confidential information. Maybe I should not be sharing. There we go. So we have Blake. I recognise this guy as the playable character for the game. And it is his swipe card. So this should get us into some top secret areas. Maybe I can use it at Universal Studios. Maybe this gets me some special access. Who knows? And then finally we have a poster. So naturally, poster is going to be a bit too big to show you here on screen, so maybe I'll do like some sort of cutaway and show you what it looks like. I think it's a fair size. Yeah, so we're looking at about a 3 maybe? Yeah, it's quite big. Ooh, so I'll do a proper pan shot of it in a moment, so you can take a look at that now. In fact, let's check it out. So it's got like a whole movie poster kind of feel to it, and it's got like the cast. Well, it's actually the character names, but they're listed as kind of like the cast and crew members. I like that. It's cool. But there you have it. That is pretty much the entirety of the deluxe edition. So to recap, we have got a deluxe box, main game, steelbook with ID card inside. I will acknowledge that the design is kind of printed in a weird way, so I can store it like that. That's kind of cool, right? We have the poster and 3 patches. Well, 2 patches if you just buy the standard version of the deluxe edition, but you get a 3rd if you buy it from certain places, presumably. There we go. I can understand why there's no soundtrack. I imagine that would have been a real nightmare with licensing rights and what have you, so I'm willing to forgive the lack of soundtrack. But overall, I think it's pretty decent. It's pretty standard to what we would expect to find in other deluxe boxes, so I'm not complaining. All information that you would normally ask, i.e. where I bought it from, how much I pay, yada yada, all of that will be listed in the description box, so please go check it out. But yeah, thank you very much for watching all the way up to this point. If you've made it here, be sure to give the video one of these if you had a good time. You might want to consider, that good old subscribe button. That means you won't miss other unboxings as and when I do eventually make them. And yeah, but if you've got any other types of questions or any thoughts, any feelings, let me know in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you back here for the next unboxing. Thank you and bye!